Yes, now, if there's anything you need, anything at all, please don't hesitate to ask.
This place is going to suit me just fine. There is one thing I'd like to make clear from the outset. That is, it's most important that I keep my name in this lease strictly confidential.
I assure you, sir, that aside from our leasing office and myself, nobody knows anything about you taking over this penthouse. And you can really depend on the leasing office being discreet. They keep the affairs of our residents strictly confidential. And needless to say, I do the same.
Excellent.
Good afternoon.
Well, hello again.
Yes, sure you're surprised to see me right away. I just can't get that house on Harborview Road out of my mind. Are you aware that the people you leased it to have flown the coop?
Yes, sir, I do know that. I just found out.
It's very unusual, isn't it? Where did they go?
Oh, truthfully, I have no idea. But even if I did know, I couldn't tell you. We're not allowed to discuss our clients with outsiders.
Oh, sure. Oh, well, that's a good policy. I think that is very ethical. See, I have a problem. I have a friend who's looking for Albert Chasen. He's an Australian chap.
Oh, you must mean Robert Scorpio.
Yes, Robert Scorpio. That's right. You know him. Then Robert's been in making inquiries.
Yes, he was. And he was also looking for a place for himself to lease, too. But you probably knew that.
Sure. Yeah, I knew it. I didn't hear how it turned out. Were you able to help him?
Yes, I'm happy to say we were. We sent him to look at a rental unit, and I heard just a few minutes ago that he signed a lease on it. But, of course, he'll have to tell you where it is. I can't give out that information. But I think he was very pleased.
Well, that's wonderful. That's terrific. I like your listings. They're right. Yes, your listings they're very select.
Well, we're rather proud of them, yes. Oh, dear, would you excuse me for a minute, please?
Sure.
I'm here all alone today, and I have to answer all the phones.
Oh, take your time. I'm in no rush.
Thank you. Port Charles Realty Company. Oh, yes, yes.
Harbor Towers.
Well, you'll tell me what you're interested in.
Robert Scorpio. Harbor Towers. Harbor Towers.
I'm sorry. Now, where were we?
Oh, we're nowhere at all. I won't press you about where Robert Scorpio was living, but I'll find it myself. We're old friends, you know. We graduated from the same school.
Did you?
Yes. School of Hard Knocks. Bobby and I. Thank you. Thank you. Next time I make this sting.
ELQ International. Yes, I'll connect you.
Laura, have you heard anything from Luke?
No. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I haven't. It's funny, it seems like the entire population of Port Charles is looking for Luke Spencer.
Well, I think there's a lynch mob being slowly formed, and I'm going to be the head of it.
Oh, well, here he is now.
Wonderful. How nice of you to show up.
Oh, temper.
Never mind my temper. What about the Cassadines? What have you found?
I found the Cassadines, and I lost them.
You lost them? What do you mean you lost them?
It is much too complicated to go into at the moment, so just relax and don't worry. Right now I'm working on something else. Miss, did I get any
you mean you lost
messages
them?
while I was
What do you
gone?
mean
Did
you lost
anybody
them?
call or anything like that?
Luke, talk to me.
Yes, you had 2 calls.
2. Who from?
Luke?
Your sister.
Oh, nice. What did she want?
Well, she wanted
What do
to
you
tell you
mean
that she
lost them?
has to go on to a medical convention in New York, and it's very unexpected, and she wanted to talk to you about it
Oh,
as soon as
great.
possible.
Thanks.
You're very welcome.
Luke!
You know, you keep this up, you're going to turn into a real good
I
secretary
want
when
to
you
talk
grow
to
up.
you
I'd love
right
to.
now.
Your turn.
I want to talk. How dare he treat me like this? How dare he treat me like this?
I'm sorry, Alex. It really was awful of him, but then Luke really is a terrible person, isn't he? I mean, he almost drove me to throwing the book at him.
He's going to regret this. You just wait and see if he doesn't.
I want you to keep on top of this situation and tell me the very first minute anything breaks. Now, is that understood? Fine, I hope so. All right, I'll be waiting for your call. Ye gods, you look like Mount Vesuvius about to erupt.
It is because I'm in a rage.
No? What brought this on?
All I can say is Luke Spencer should be drawn and quartered and hung from the highest tree.
Alex, I do not have time to indulge on this. I am too busy trying to recover some of our financial losses and get it into that Zurich bank account of ours. And I want that done before Alan and Monica find out what's going on.
Well, I can't concentrate on anything now, thanks to Luke Spencer.
Well, you're not making it any easier for me to concentrate either. What'd you say?
Well, you know he phoned a little while ago and said he found the Cassadines, right?
Yes.
Well, now he says he's lost them, and that's all he has to say on the subject.
When did he tell you this?
A couple of minutes ago.
Oh, he finally decided to show up, did he?
Yes, he finally decided to show up. He made one of his ritual appearances to come in and pick up his phone messages, breathed in, said that's all he had to say, and breathed right out.
Well, we decided to give him free rein, didn't we?
Yes, but I think we've given him a little too much free rein. Edward, look, I've got to get out of here. Why don't you come with me to the Floating Rib and have a drink?
Alex, you don't hear me. I said that I still had a lot of work to do.
But it's too late to do any more work.
By golly, you're right. I didn't realize how late it was getting to be.
Okay, change your mind. Come with me for a drink, okay? Because drinking alone is bad for one's health.
All right. You probably won't let up on me until I do say yes anyway. May do us both good to relax a bit before we go home and bark at the family.
Good, and I'll keep checking with Laura in case Luke comes up with something and decides to let us in on it.
Darling, I'm sure he'll get in touch with us as soon as he has anything to tell us. Just be patient.
Well, I can't think of a man that has made me more angry.
And I'm sure you know the reason for that.
Well, of course I know the reason. He's conceited, high-handed, egotistical, and I don't know why I insisted on hiring him.
It's a little late for that. But there's a deeper reason for your anger than pique, if you ask me.
What does that mean, Edward?
I think you're allowing yourself to become far more interested in Luke Spencer than you're willing to admit, to me or to yourself. And I want you to know I am very, very concerned about the whole situation.
Edward, you're being silly. None of that is true.
Well, I think it is. And this is going to cause a whole lot of trouble before it's finally run its course. Mark me.